Rome. It didn't lose control of its empire overnight. It lost control in moments it didn't recognize as dangerous yet. Not defeats, disruptions, patterns it couldn't adapt to fast enough. And over time, those moments added up. These are the 5 enemies that exposed it. At number 5, Attila, the scourge of God. He didn't need to destroy Rome to control it. He only needed to convince it that he could. Entire provinces changed behavior before he arrived. The Eastern Empire paid him annual tribute, money sent not after defeat, but to prevent one. Cities were abandoned, fortresses emptied, borders shifted without a single decisive battle, because Attila didn't operate like a traditional enemy. He turned war into a constant possibility Rome couldn't afford to ignore. And Rome, for the first time, wasn't reacting to battles, but it was reacting to pressure. Rome didn't lose 3 legions in a battle. It lost them in a forest, the Teutoburg Forest. Arminius was the catalyst, but the terrain did the work. He had been trained by Rome, trusted by Rome, and embedded inside its system. Then he led 3 Roman legions deep into Germania, and the forest closed behind them. Rain turned paths into mud. Visibility collapsed. Roads disappeared into darkness and tree cover. Roman discipline, the thing that made Rome unstoppable, began to fail in pieces. Commands couldn't reach units. Units couldn't find each other. Order stopped scaling across terrain, and what was left wasn't a battlefield. It was fragmentation. 3 legions were destroyed. And Rome didn't just suffer a defeat, it abandoned large-scale expansion into Germania beyond the Rhine. Rome was built for close combat. Parthia weaponized distance. At Carrhae, Crassus marched into open desert expecting a clean victory. Instead, he entered a battlefield that refused contact. Mounted archers circled beyond reach. Arrows arrived. Without warning, without direction, without pause, the Roman formation didn't break, it faded. And when Crassus fell, Rome learned a dangerous truth. Not every war can be forced into its preferred shape. Rome didn't see Gaul as a threat anymore, until Vercingetorix proved it was wrong. He unified tribes Rome assumed would stay divided forever. And suddenly, the entire region ignited. Supply lines collapsed. Cities revolted. Roman control started slipping. Caesar's response was total containment. Alesia became a trap designed to erase resistance completely. But what was inside didn't collapse quickly. It endured long enough to force Rome into full-scale escalation. Every layer of resistance demanded another layer of force. And when Vercingetorix finally surrendered, Rome didn't just win. It revealed what it cost to break unity at that scale. At number 1, Queen Amanirenas of Kush. Rome expected another frontier, another kingdom to absorb. Instead, it met resistance that refused to stay contained. Amanirenas didn't wait behind defenses. She struck outward, directly into Roman-held territory in Egypt. Control along the border began to fracture. Stability failed in regions Rome considered secure. At one point, symbols of Roman authority were taken south as spoils of war, including a statue associated with Augustus himself. Rome responded as it always did, with overwhelming force, but Kush did not collapse. The conflict stretched into something Rome rarely tolerated: uncertainty without resolution. And then something unusual happened. Rome negotiated. A peace was reached that allowed Kush to remain independent, not erased, not absorbed, not broken, against the most powerful empire of the ancient world. Amanirenas didn't just resist Rome, she forced it to stop short. Rome had many enemies, but only a few forced it to recognize its limits. Which one surprised you the most?